back, Western Slope. We now welcome on Mesa County's Mobility Manager, Tara Flaharty. Tara, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. So today is the first day of Older Driver Safety Awareness Week. What do older drivers need to be aware of?
We really need to be aware of the health effects of aging. Some of the things that we need to focus on are like our vision and how our vision is becoming impaired as we age, and how sometimes different functions in the road are going to affect us. Sometimes we're not as used to there being a roundabout in a specific spot. And we need to really plan ahead and make sure that we're driving during daytime hours and when things aren't as busy, maybe avoiding school areas at the beginning or after school, things like that. So that's a good thing to be aware of.
Okay, sure. And I guess maybe reflexes and things like that too might, I guess, not be as good as when you were younger now. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. As we age, our bodies are just going to start to deteriorate in certain ways. We're also going to become a little more frail. And cars are not actually made for older drivers. They're not made for children, and they're not made for older drivers. And we usually do car seats for children, but we don't have anything in place for elderly individuals when they're driving or even riding in the car. So it's something to be really aware of, that the car isn't made to keep you as safe as you age. So you need to be just avoiding those crashes a little bit more, a little more aware of things.
Okay, sure. Now, if there is, I guess, younger family, friends, things like that to an older driver, I guess how can they approach maybe talking with an older driver about some of those risks, some of those things that they should be aware of?
Absolutely, that's a very good question. So family members should really be reaching out to older drivers and making sure that the elderly individual has a plan for how they want to move around the valley as they age. Everybody's going to come up with a plan for how they're paying for things, a retirement plan, a plan for where they want to live. You also need to come up with a mobility plan for how you're going to access the grocery store and your doctor's appointments. And that cannot always include driving. So as you age, you need to come up with ways that you're going to get around, and you need to communicate that with your families.
Absolutely. Now, there are, especially here in the Valley, I feel like several alternatives to, I guess, driving, right? We have Grand Valley Transit here. Can you mention maybe a couple of different ways besides just driving yourself around town?
We have Grand Valley Transit. We also have some different programs through doctor's offices and through some of the hospitals. There's also NEMT programs, which are, if you're on Medicaid or Medicare, you can get shuttle service through them. You can also go through Sunshine Taxi, Uber, or Lyft and kind of do your own transit that way, or family members. That is kind of one of the best ways, is if you can make arrangements with family members to pick up and drop off. That works out really well.
Awesome. Now, if people are looking for maybe more information about Older Driver Safety Awareness Week or any resources or things like that, where can they go to maybe find out more?
We actually have an Instagram and a Facebook account, which are Mobile Mesa County, and you can find us on there, and we have links right in our bio for Older Driver Safety Week on NHTSA. So.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, Tara, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Western Slope, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.